Hi, Steve from Off-Road Only here. We're going to take a few minutes today to discuss our SwayLOC, specifically the remote control and the way the air and electrics work together to create this system. Our SwayLOC is a dual rate sway bar system that actually has two separate torsion bars, one allowing a flexible off-road rate, and by tying into the second rigid bar, we get a very rigid on-road rate. The selection between the two is done either by a manual flip-a-lever type design or this electric over air remote control design. On the table here, we have our remote control latching arm for the JK applications. You'll notice the air cylinder connected to the aluminum latch parts to which the latch mechanism operates. The silver arm behind it is actually black in the kit, but we're painting it silver and we'll use it to demonstrate how the latch engages. You'll notice the air tank and plumbing we've got put together here so we can demonstrate how the system actually works. You could duplicate this system on your vehicle and enjoy the convenience of controlling the SwayLOC from inside your vehicle. This assembly is simply made up of an air tank, a Schrader valve to inflate it, a gauge to report the tank pressure, and then the solenoid and switch mechanism is part of the SwayLOC. With the tank filled to a maximum PSI of 125, you can run the SwayLOC multiple times throughout the course of the day before you're out of pressure. The SwayLOC, we recommend 50 PSI minimum. However, we've shown it to operate down to 20 PSI. The remote control version is controlled by this simple little switch inside the vehicle. Turning the switch on will open the solenoid and pass air from the tank to the air cylinder. On the vehicle, this allows the inner and outer arms to be disconnected. I can simulate that by pulling that arm away from the other one. You'll see the notch inside of here. That notch is what lines up with the latch on the back side of the arm to give us the on-road position. If I rotate it nearly close, release the pressure, you'll see that we still have a gap. By sliding it slightly, you'll see as the Jeep rocks over center, it will lock back engaged at the proper position. The air cylinder has a spring inside of it to provide the return force. To simulate disconnecting the air line, simulates a air supply failure or whatever the case may be. If you need to open the system and allow it to articulate, it's simply a matter of opening up the latch mechanism, placing something in the area to hold it open, and now the system will still operate for the off-road mode, allowing you to finish off your day on the trail, whatever the case may be. And when you're ready to hit the road and come home, you simply release the nut and the latch will engage, and away you go in safe on-road driving characteristics. In this demonstration, we only connected the pressure line to the end cylinder fitting to allow this to operate. You'll notice there is a second fitting on the side. As the air cylinder extends, there is a volume of air that is expelled out of the cylinder, and as it retracts, it draws air back in. Included in the kit is a chunk of airline with the end pinched shut. You would place this into that fitting. That allows the air cylinder to open and expand the air into this cylinder, into this line, and when it retracts, it draws the air out of the line. The end result is that it doesn't draw mud, water, or other components inside the air cylinder to cause corrosion. And just for the record, we do offer this system as a manual, no electronics, no air, much simpler setup. The latch is simply operated by a lever that pulls a spring, and that preloads the latch in the open and then back into the closed position. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down on the screen here on YouTube to follow other videos as we post them. Also, be sure to follow us on both Facebook at OffRoadOnly.oro and Instagram at OffRoadOnly_ORO to keep track of our new product releases and other information about our upcoming products.